welcome to the Skill Survey Career Readiness Training. Central has purchased and partnered with Morgan Stanley to offer our students a skill survey for career readiness. It does align with the NACE competencies. However, I think a really good way to think of it is having students do a self-assessment on soft skills or transferable skills for jobs. We have been set a key performance indicator or KPI of 85% of a completion rate, and all our results need to be delivered by May 16th, the last day of classes. So how are we going to get there, and why are we going to get there? That's what this presentation is about. So during this presentation, we are going to go over what is the Career Readiness Skill Survey, what kind of reports we can get, most importantly, how we can use this tool with our students, some launch times and timelines, and then frequently asked questions. There's a 2-minute video on skill survey, and I'll share that link in this email. Career and college. We want to make sure that students and advisors and the whole team has access to data on career readiness, and we are going to use skill survey as a way to get some of that data. We're going to be able to pull reports by the student and by the campus. Report for each student will give a scale. Now, this is all self-reported data. However, it's a really good point to start talking with students about the NACE competencies, but also thinking of them in terms of how do we better help students become more professional, have better access to technology, align with critical thinking skills. Students are going to be able to see for themselves where they kind of rate nationally, and how they can improve, and then that's where we can come in to kind of help them find pathways to improve in those areas. This skill survey was piloted on 128 students and has been aligned with the 8 NACE competencies or skills: professionalism, communication, technology, teamwork, critical thinking, career, self-development, leadership, and equity and inclusion. And this allows us to kind of see where our program is, where we need to strengthen, and how well we are doing. As always, some of the things that are really good to know is to be able to produce some reports, and then really a way to identify students who may be really low in some skill areas and give them references or referrals, or work with that student to improve or strengthen some of those areas. So how can we use this tool with students? We need to shift from what you know to how you act. We know that for a lot of students, they can list stuff on their resumes. These are easy to measure. These are those digital, or these hard skills, right? But we also know what's really hard to kind of put a number on is soft or human skills. So these are more of those transferable skills. And what's interesting is the hard and digital skills are what get you hired. The soft and human skills that are what keep you employed. Or more importantly, why people are often let go is not because they don't know how to do their job. They don't know how to function in a professional setting, and we want to make sure our students have those capabilities. So based on NACE and other data, these are the top 10 things employers look for on a resume: problem solving, ability to work in a team, strong work ethic. I'm not going to read it to you. You guys can read it. But these align very much with NACE. And what the skill survey set does is it allows students to self-evaluate where they are in regarding these skills. We know that communication is like a key skill that students would have, right, or should have in order to be able to be in a professional setting. However, if we see that a student ranks themselves very low, it's a good conversation to be able to say, hey, employers are really looking for good communication skills. So taking that speech to 11 class or speech 101, or, learning how to give that presentation in class will allow you to grow that communication skill. So we're allowed then the availability and the to have students kind of rethink a little bit how these soft skills are so important and how they can build these soft skills. We know this is not 100% accurate of like every employer wants communication, but we do know that these were the ones surveyed, and this is what it came back, and really what shows is the difference in how students rate themselves and what they might deem as valuable as opposed to what employers may deem as valuable. So how are we going to get all this? Students are going to get an email. It is a unique link to them that is not generated by us. It is generated through the skill survey program. We will be uploading the data and timeline, and I will show you that in a minute. Students are then asked to complete their self-assessment. They do not have to add evaluators. Unfortunately, there's no way to take that screen out, but they can just skip to do the self-assessment, and then they will answer some questions, and once they answer questions, they will then get a response back. It only takes 10 minutes. The first thing that we want to read is that you can skip step 2. So we need to verify your information. So we're going to click on step 1. We're going to do start now. This is me. So my area of study, I'm going to put in, education. We'll put in counseling. That's really what I do with school. Year. I'm going to put master's non-MBA student. No. My first generation. Yes. Do you feel this experience helped you? Yes. Do next. I'm going to accept this. I'm going to continue to my self-assessment. Okay, and then I'm going to read through this and fill out the Likert scale. I'll be right back when I'm done. Hold on. So once you have filled everything in, everything with a little asterisk, right, definitely needs to be answered, and you hit submit. And then it says, would you like to submit your feedback? I'm going to go ahead and submit it. Again, as a reminder, you do not have to add evaluators. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of it. You can learn more if you would like. And that is it. This new item, it is a 2-part assessment. So the pre-assessment is what students will be taking now. And then a year later, we're going to do a post-assessment with them. We want to see, has there been any strength or changes in students from first survey to second survey. As you can see, this information is being shared with Morgan Stanley, and reports will go in May and December. What is our timeline and how we're going to prepare students and how we're going to alert them? On 3/24, there will be an announcement sent out to all C16Ss about the skills survey. The skills survey training and updated platform, you guys are going to be getting this on the 27th. You all will get a skills survey email on the 29th. On 4/3, we will send out an email to students that skill survey is coming soon. Not a whole lot of details, just more an encouragement of this is what's going to be happening. On 4/5, we will upload it to the skill survey platform. Email reminder will go out on the 7th, and then on the 19th is the deadline to complete the skill survey. It's a very quick turnaround. We're hoping that a quick turnaround will increase participation. Again, we have an 85% completion rate, and we have to have this done by May 16th. You will be getting an email, and once you get the email, you're going to be able to log in and take your assessment so you can have the same experience that students are having.